composting helps save water, I guess, in two ways. One is when you dispose of food waste, it uses water in that process, right? Whereas when you compost it, it doesn't use quite as much water as you would if you were to send it to a landfill. Or a lot of times things that get washed down the drain, you have to clean that out in a water facility. Whenever you throw away food waste, you're throwing away water in a lot of ways. But when you compost it, you're also helping because compost is really good for the soil. It helps your soil retain more moisture, which means that you don't have to water as much. So it saves water, but it also saves you money because you don't have to spend as much money watering your gardens, watering your plants. It's basically a probiotic and a vitamin for the soil as well as for plants. So it helps our plants be healthier. And if you are what you eat, you are what you eat eats. So if your plants are healthier, then you are healthier as well. But it's also great because all of that food waste, if we weren't to compost it, would go into a landfill. And right now, out of everything that goes to a landfill, food makes up about 25% of it. And so this way we're able to take that and put it to something more beneficial. I always recommend to start real small, real slow. So if you have never composted, I recommend just start collecting your food scraps, just start with that. And I recommend saving them in your freezer because that helps with smells. It helps them, basically you're freezing your food scraps. And then there are a couple of places around the city where you can actually drop off your food waste. We have one program. The Dayspring Baptist Church has another one. World Hunger Relief Farm has another one. So there's definitely places you can compost. Get comfortable with that process because that can be kind of a learning curve. But then if you're already ready to compost on your own, people really like worm bins as a really great way to start because worms are kind of cool in and of themselves. And so you can have this little new pet that you're feeding your food waste, and they eat half their weight a day of food scraps, so they can really plow through a bunch. If you want to skip worms and just do something in your backyard, there's a ton of small bins you can do that are really easy and confined that will keep pests away and that you can actually start composting on a smaller scale.